brother shooting it with Schumann, except for this time, Schumann is on location in Florida, visiting some family. What's up, Mike? He's here, though.
He's here in picture from a nice old picture. What year do you think that is?
We got an action shot
Yeah.
of Schumann. He was sure to tell me this is him catching his second touchdown
Okay.
of that game, and that is his only 2-touchdown game of his career. And that's that DB's only game ever where he gave up 2 touchdowns.
God, what a legend, huh?
And that is Schumann. So Schumann, that's true ownage right
yeah,
there.
Exactly. I mean, it's got the Kodak like print on the back here, old school, says his name on the bottom there. Very good picture,
That's
Mike.
instant credibility. I
Yes.
think people were doubting Mike's acumen, and now we know he's not to be messed with. That's 2T. That's at the old LA Coliseum as well.
Jeez.
He was sure to let me know.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna
enjoy
do
Florida,
this.
Mike.
Yeah, we're gonna do this in Mike's honor today. And so we get to go all the way back to the Rams game. But before we do, man, I just gotta say T's and P's to Fred. Like, I don't even know how this keeps happening, man.
Are we going to do this every time we shoot? That we got to give somebody a T's and P's, man? Oh,
we lose Bosa.
Man.
We lose Fred. This is going to be hard.
It's
We dug ourselves a little hole here.
Yeah. Going back to that Rams game, right? So we'll go back there. I'm going to be the first to admit that I was totally wrong on that game, which I'm happy to admit because, man, what a legendary performance by Mac Jones on Thursday night against the Rams. This is a roller coaster season for the Niners. What a high there. And then we bring it back.
They tried to bury us before that Rams game. And then it was like, we're back. And then it was like Fred's ankle is facing the wrong way. So now we're back. We're 4-2.
Yep.
I will say Mike is on record correctly predicting the Bucks, and he's kind of kicking our butt a little bit.
He is
in some of the picks. So we're gonna go ahead and already forecast Mike with the Falcons. But before we do, how do we recover as a team?
So
for the Niners?
Here's what I've been seeing. I talked about in the Jacksonville game. I think Jacksonville is actually a pretty good team, right? I mentioned that. I think they
beat the Chiefs,
right? I think the Buccaneers could be maybe like one of the best teams in the NFC, right? So, I mean, although it was a terrible loss of Fred Warner, the team kind of rallied back. We had a little momentum until that 3rd and 16 by Baker Mayfield. I think
he's banged up too. I mean, the Bucs are playing through it.
They are.
Baker's probably the MVP front runner right now.
Yeah, so I think they're pretty good, right? So that leads us to basically this game against the Falcons. How do we recover, right? I mean, we're looking at this injury report, and it's like I actually went online and clicked injury report, and I had to go to a second page. There's so many injuries for the Niners, but I think this week Brock's probably not going to play, I would imagine. So we're going to get Mac Jones again. I think this week is going to be, all about some grit. I think the Falcons are coming off a really good win on Monday night. I think they look pretty good. So
they look great. They probably have the most dynamic offensive player in football. Bijan, who's carrying my fantasy team right now. Shout out to Bijan. Love you, bro.
Fan of the show. Thanks. We love you, man.
But man, I mean, being down our best linebacker in that matchup is tough, especially with what Bijan does in the passing game. So a couple guys, right? Bethune is the new starter.
Tatum
at the mic. And so interesting fact, a lot of people were like, D Winters will just slide over. The Niners don't cross-train between the mic and the will. So D's going to stay at the will. That's his position. That's the weak side linebacker. Then we drafted a linebacker this year who they were really high on coming out of camp named Nick Martin, who also plays the will. So will they now start to train him to move over to the mic or D over? I don't know. You got to figure you're going to try to find a way to get your best players on the field. But something to watch for everybody who's like, why aren't they just playing this rookie now? Yep. Because Fred got hurt. It's hard to put that, I mean, the mic is literally the quarterback of the defense. So you're not just going to plop somebody out there and expect are just going to pick it up right away.
So Tatum's going to wear the green sticker, right? He's going to be basically the lead of the defense. I think you bring up a good point. I think you keep guys in their spots that they know, right? If you move him over, D Winters to middle linebacker, then you got two new spots you got to kind of worry about, right? So I think, listen, it's going to be grit. I saw a little report, like just some glimpse. Maybe Fred Warner could come back for the playoffs. I don't think that's happening. Right?
I saw it, dude. I saw it.
Yeah, it was sideways.
He's not coming back.
I mean, the D, they're just going to have to, I think the big thing here, what I saw in that game from Penix is he's a one-trick pony, right? He looks and he does not get to that second look, right? I think that, and he's looking for Drake London all day long, right? He's just, he can be at times very just one look and go. So I think, so I'm going to get to it. My guy of the game for this week is going to be Malik Mustafa. Okay.
Love Malik.
All right. I think he got one game in, and I think that this could be his second game, and I think the Niners need a pick. How many games they haven't had a pick, Nick?
Date back to the middle of last year. Man, that's sad.
Yeah. So I like Malik trying to get a pick from just that, Penix trying to go one trick pony. So that's what I think. So let's talk about this a little bit. Niners are 4-2. The Falcons are actually underdogs in this game. The Niners are favored by 2.5, which you would think maybe the Falcons after that game. So 2.5.
What does Vegas know that we don't know?
Hey, listen. The Niners, again, they got 4 wins, the 2 tough losses to teams. I think the locker room, I think Fred's got them, together. Hopefully they can grit this game out, but 2.5 and 47.5. Who do you got in this game, Nick?
Everything says this is the game where you pick the Falcons, right? They got all the momentum. Niners are dealing with so much on the injury report. It seems like a no-brainer that the Falcons will not only win this game, but easily cover. And so for that reason, I'm picking the Niners.
Yes.
Against all odds, we pick ourselves up. We find a way. We somehow control the ball on offense, keep the high-powered Bijan off the field as much as possible, and gut out a gritty win with the legendary Eddie Pinheiro showing up again. I mean, how is Eddie not employed?
He's been the best Niner for the last 3 weeks, don't you think? Like, just kicking field goals from everywhere. I mean, it's
legend.
Talk about, we were talking the first couple of weeks that you could not trust a kicker. Now Shanahan's just having him kick field goals from everywhere.
59, no problem.
Yeah.
Send out Eddie.
We got Eddie. Okay, so you're taking the Niners. What do you think of the over-under 47.5?
Man, this is tough. It seems about right. Again, what does Vegas know? Because they always seem to get these right. I'm going to go over simply because I feel like the only chance we have to win this game is we're going to have to outscore them. This is going to be tough to stop them.
Okay. Listen, no doubt here. I'm going to take the 49ers, right? I mean, I one game this year. I did that Thursday night where I didn't take the Niners and they proved me wrong. I'm going to take them.
So take the Falcons so we can rally around your pick.
Man, I can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't go against the Niners. I think it's going to be a team game here. 2.5. I like it. I do like the over. I think if they can just give Mac Jones some protection, right? Like if he's got a pocket, he can throw. But if he doesn't, I mean, it's bad.
Yeah, there's some plays to make on the outside. Terrell's a good corner, but Atlanta they actually have the number 1 ranked defense.
They look good, man.
But they could give up some big plays on defense. But you're right. I mean, man, our interior offensive line has been so disappointing. What happened to Pooney? God, Pooney was so good, and he's been so bad. We need you, Pooney.
He looks
Step
hurt.
up, baby. Let's go.
He looks hurt. I think Trent Williams is starting to get a little bit old now, although he's still really good. I think, but here's my thought. I think if you can give him a pocket, I think Mac Jones can find some guys. I don't think Jennings is going to play. I think after this tirade from last year, I think he's out. But maybe we get Ricky back. Kittle, probably not this week, but probably next. I think they got some.
Kittle's actually, they said, trending towards playing.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
I actually think I don't know if Jennings got re-injured, so got broken ribs.
You think he's going to gut it out again?
I think he plays again.
All right.
So here's one thing that's interesting. A lot of rumors this week on trades.
Yep.
So Jauan Jennings, a name that keeps coming up, particularly the New York Giants are said to have interest in Jauan Jennings. From my perspective, bye, Felicia. Like, if we can get anything for Jauan Jennings right now, let's go take it. Kayvon Thibodeaux.
Thibodeaux is the guy they're talking about, right?
I know there's no chance we can get Thibodeaux for Jennings straight up. It's going to require us to give a pick as well. Thibodeaux, high draft pick, but a real crowded position for the Giants. So I would, again, do that deal in a heartbeat. I don't want to give up too many high round picks. The Niners do have 3 fourth-round picks this year due to some compensation that they've gotten. So that would be my angle. If not, Jauan Jennings in a pick, maybe we go some late-round picks to try to get some help on the D-line. I've heard Arden Key, previous Niner, could be an easy target since he's out there in Tennessee, who just fired their coach.
Yeah, because I think the Niners receivers, Kendrick Bourne's looked awesome the last couple weeks, right? So, and if Ricky comes back.
Ricky coming back. You got Ayuk eventually coming back.
So Jennings, I do really like Jennings, but yeah, if he's going to contract dispute again next offseason, like, you're out. See you later. I think 47.5. I'm going to probably take the under in this game, all right, with that, but I'm going to take the Niners to win. I'm hoping they can grit it out. Listen, it's going to be a great Sunday night game. I think the Falcons are playing really well. I think Penix and Bijan, like, if we can somehow control them in London and just, get to Penix, I think he gets scared when he sees, defenses coming at him. Maybe Huff gives him a little action. So that's what
we need a big home win. Where's the crowd at? Come on, Levi.
Yeah, Sunday night.
We need some environment there. We need a gutty, gritty fireworks win. Another Mac Jones signature performance with Eddie hitting a walk-off. I'm calling it.
Oh, you like Eddie hitting the walk-off?
Eddie with a walk-off.
All right, so those are our picks. We're going to say that Mike Schumann's probably going to take the Falcons. He's an over guy, I think, here.
Falcons in the over.
Yeah, Falcons in the over, so we'll call that. All right, so let's talk a little bit around the NFL. Again, I mentioned a little bit the Buccaneers are looking pretty good as a team. I think Philadelphia is kind of on the slope down a little bit. They do this every year. But I think some big games this year. Rams versus Jaguars this week. I think it's a big game, obviously, for the 49ers. We would love to see the Jaguars pull that game off.
Is it the Jaguars? Jaguars?
Jaguars?
What's the proper pronunciation there?
The Jacksonville Jags. Let's call them the Jags. Okay. So I think that's a big game. And then I got Colts versus Chargers. I think the Colts are, they're looking still pretty good. And then Bucks Lions. 3 games I think that are pretty good this weekend. Anything else you see around the NFL?
That's it. I think you got to look at injuries in that Tampa Detroit game. Both teams banged up again. Seems like Detroit's another team that just deals with injuries a lot. I like Detroit coming back after kind of a lackluster performance against the Chiefs and losing. I just think Tampa's going to be a little bit too banged up to survive that one. I love the Colts and the way they've been playing, mainly because, again, another guy on my fantasy team, Jonathan Taylor, shout out.
Oh, yeah.
JT, love you, bro. Keep carrying. But the Chargers have been underperforming the last couple weeks, lost to the Giants. I somehow think the Chargers step up and play up to competition and win that game. What was the other? Oh, Jags, Rams. It's another really, really interesting game. Jags have been playing above their head defensively. You got no Puka for the Rams. So
Devontae got to step it up.
Devontae's going to have to step up. And I think that's going to be a really gritty, gutty, kind of ugly
Let's go, Jags.
Game.
Get
Let's
that
go,
game.
Jags. We need you.
Yeah.
NFC West still open for grabs. So Niners at 4-2, still in position, right?
Yeah, and I think, we talked about this maybe a couple weeks ago. I think the NFC West is looking pretty. Seahawks, they're a good team, right? And I think hopefully the Niners can grit this game out, go in like 5-2 right now coming in this week. We talked about it. I think, we thought the schedule was going to be easy this year, but they're playing some good teams. The Jags have looked good. They're playing Atlanta this week,
Atlanta's
who's
better than
they're
we're
better than people
projected.
thought, right? And then Tampa Bay is better than people thought
Yep.
too, I think.
Bears coming up again, another team better than people would have projected at the beginning.
How about Jake Moody? Are we gonna talk about Moody?
Man, Moody Magic.
Oh man, I feel good for him. I hate to say it, but I know he cost the Niners some games, but I feel good for him hitting that.
I wouldn't feel good if he was still my kicker, though.
Yeah.
I mean, if you like the Bears, good luck.
Yeah.
You can have this week, but wait till next week.
Exactly.
That's what I would say.
And then I think just the ending here, we've been let's throw a little bit of real estate. We've done two great transactions recently. We got a third one that should be closing in the next couple of weeks. Man, we've been kicking ass on that.
Yeah, God feels good, right?
Feels good.
Smart homeowners are taking advantage of the opportunities in this market. Yeah, affordability has improved with more inventory. I mean, we had a buyer, what? How long had they been looking?
3 years.
3
good.
years.
Yeah, and we found them the exact house that they needed, which has been great. They closed.
This
Super
is the
excited.
market. If you've been waiting 3 years, call
Yeah.
Sid. He's got you.
I'm ready.
No problem.
I got tons
The
of inventory out
3-year
there.
guy, they call him.
Yeah, we're going. So, I mean, we found them a great house. We've been doing some great deals. Hopefully the Niners can pull off this week, and we'll be back next week with the real Mike Schumann, not the photo.